Thank you for staying with us. As told by the president, the new ministers are already getting busy. A day after his assumption of office, the Minister of Works, Umahi, took an inspection tour of the ongoing construction works of the Abuja-Lokoja road. Umahi said the federal government will construct a flyover on the route to mitigate flooding along Abuja-Lokoja highway. Gentlemen, Umahi will be stepping into the shoes of BRF.
Yeah, no, Umahi did very well in his state, in Ebonyi, in the southeast. He did very well. I recall he invited so many dignitaries to come and commission projects. I mean, although not in the realm of what Wike did in Rivers, that made Wike to end the acronym of Mr. Projects. But for Dave Umahi, I think he's a man that means business. I mean, it doesn't make much noise. And you can see that he has, moved straight to business by going on a tour of the Abuja-Lokoja highway in the company of the Kogi State Governor. And you know, that's Koton-Karfe axis. When anytime there is a heavy downpour, you see people spending 3-4 days on a 1.6 kilometer stretch of road because of the, I don't know those who did the construction of that road. They should have thought of of the rainy season. So, or proper drain. I think it's even beyond draining. But the solution is profiling now. Will cost a lot of money, but on the long run will be better. Is proposing a 1.6 kilometer flyover over that portion of the road that causes this crisis. So they are looking at 5 lanes of the flyover at both ends. It costs money. On the long run, I think it is a lot of traffic. See, that is the major gateway to Abuja, the Koton-Karfe, Lokoja. I mean, it's like, except you are flying, if you are going by road, you can't but pass through that route, especially for those who travel by road, or those coming from the Kwara, Kogi axis. So I think it's a very good development. We want to see more of these roads, that the government, the federal government will look into and do these necessary repair works there.
Second, the federal government cannot fund the deficits we have in terms of infrastructure, alone, roads and everything. And we have to come up with other means, maybe private sector participation, gets loans and everything. Yeah. And it's inevitable that some of those roads, at the end of the day, will be towed.
Yes, I agreed. And I've experienced this particular portion of the roads. In 2014, I was heading from Abuja to Lagos by road. And I got to that portion, and it was flooded, over-flooded. I slept there. We slept there. I spent 24 hours. When I mean 24 hours, I spent 24 hours on the spot there. Even to see how deep it was, you see the Kenny was ferrying, we are ferrying people across. What happens at that particular portion, the river Lokoja overflows. It's too low. That place is, that particular point is very, very, if you know it it's just very close before you get to Lokoja. Yeah. You go to Lokoja, where they normally eat. For those of us that go on road.
Right.
Yes, but you're right. You know the.
I know the place.
Yes, so where I would normally stop to eat, that particular portion, it gets overflowed every year. In fact, it gets to a point that you will see you won't even see anything around the road, and that was it. So if there's going to be the solution to the problem, well and good. Because whenever it starts, there is the only route left for you, if you are coming to it, is going to go and pass Auchi.
Yeah.
You go through Auchi, Equila, and rest of them to call, you know, and it's
the route of kidnappers.
Very, very, very. So, if the minister sees this as a priority, I totally agree, because that's as Muji said, that is a gateway to Nigeria. But with the possibility of funds, how do we get the money to do it? I know that Sukuk loan did a lot on that route. That Sukuk loan, I know that there was a portion of the Abuja-Lokoja that it took care of during the President Buhari's this thing, and that was okay. Sukuk was also used on Lagos-Ibadan. I think so. Lagos, it worked perfectly. I don't know whether that loan has been paid back and the rest of them. So we can engage. The problem, I don't think Nigerians will have problem with towing. I don't think Nigerians will have problem if there's going to be a solution.
Before you see Jack Robinson now, and else will come out.
That is going to be, if it's going to be utilized.
No, there are there are 4 funding options for a road like this. You can use the Sukuk option.
Yes.
You can. I mean, the National Assembly can decide that yes, this is a road of national importance. They can afford to channel funds to it because of the importance. Then number 4 is the tax buyback. You can buy some tax from the big boys like Bua, Dangote to fix it. Then number 4 is the NMPC option. And the NMPC too has been fixing some roads. So we have 4 options.
There's even 5. Let me give you a classical example. Where we are, the Lagos beginning end of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway down to Apapa. It's handled by Dangote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
what I'm saying.
That's
MTN, yes, man. Yes. MTN has agreed to take the Enugu, Port Harcourt or whatever road has. You know that. So we also have that option. But the fact is that since we are talking of making money, we are making trillions and everything. There are key factors, key areas. There's key roads that we cannot take for granted. By the time, if you are moving from Lagos to Ibadan now, except for the hitches you find at the Ojodu, you make
Baga end.
Yes. I make Lagos Ibadan 55 minutes. AY.
Don't run too much.
No, I don't run too much. I'm a celebrity special marshal. I know the limit. I go by the limit. I'm telling you that you don't need to run too much because the road is from the Shagamu point to Ibadan to Aziz. You make it 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And
the problem is from
that Shagamu to this end.
To Baga.
And that Shagamu from Shagamu to Ibadan was done by Setraco. I think Setraco.
No,
RCC. Perfect job, wonderful job. Now the problem we're having now is from the Shagamu end into Lagos, which is being handled by Julius Berger.
I lived around that axis, and what we have left now is just about 1 kilometer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, from a mobile filling station around the Secretariat area outward Lagos to I think after
Mowe and the rest of them.
Yes, towards I think that Baga Bridge, the Baga
Peak.
No, not even. No, of course, that one has been fixed. I think it's just from that mobile to Kara now, outward Lagos. Inward Lagos is free.
Inward Lagos
is fantastic now.
Very good.
Yeah. So I think
the
rain slowed Julius Berger down a bit, but I think
Lagos-Lokoja
in Mowe, Bafo.
We have endured the pains, and I think the gains are coming now.
Okay. Good luck. Yeah. Now, it's talking in terms of this same thing, because if government, the former Minister of Works actually said it, that they might be tolling some of those roads, and how they did not implement the tolling system, and it's going to be like something that is new to us. But people are not used to that kind of arrangement, build, operate, and transfer. You can see a classic example is the Lekki toll gate. A lot of people feel that, look, it belongs to an individual. You know what? That thing is 100% owned by the Lagos State government.
It's not new to us. When I was growing up as a young people in Lagos, we were paying toll gates. My dad was paying toll gates here. Yes, here.
Beggar here.
Yes, not Beggar here, just in front of Just in front of just in front of this gate here. There used to be a toll gate.
Yes.
There's a toll gate there.
That's toll gate.
That's the old toll gate
Old
now.
toll gate.
That's toll gate. We were
Yes.
paying. My parents were paying toll gate. When you get to the Badon end, that way before you get to Lee City, there's the toll gate.
After corruption.
After Guru Maharaji,
Yes.
there's a toll gate there. Before you get to toll gate, that place Ogere.
Yeah.
There's a toll gate at Ogere.
Ogere, yes.
Yes. This is I know. I know.
And even after the Guru Maharaji on your way to Ife, just
They're going to after Coca-Cola.
there's another
There used to be a
toll
toll
gate.
gate. Yes.
I remember those
Yes.
toll gates.
I think it was Obasanjo that
Obasanjo brought it down.
That's scrapped
that. So I don't have. If those are the ways we can make money to be able to fix
Maintain those roads.
maintain those roads, all well and good. That's why we travel now. Even the states, there are toll gates now. There are toll gates everywhere in the
But
US.
then they provide
They prefer
there are alternatives.
No, but that was
And
what
if
we
you
did.
if you set your Google map, it will tell you if you want to avoid the toll gate, maybe you take another extra 10 minutes or so. You want to avoid toll
MJ,
gates.
the Lekki toll gate, there was alternative. I remember vividly. At the toll gate,
Yes.
on the right before you get to the toll gate, there's an alternative to your right.
If you want to.
don't want to pay, you go through and pass and come. But when you're still coming back, there's another toll gate just after
Sure.
Mobile. I think it's in Mobile. Chevron. After
go and pass
Chevron,
inside,
you have
yes.
to pass out. So I don't think there's any problem. My only issue is that just like every other thing in Nigeria, when you say you collect this money, you are going to use it for so thing. At the end of it, you collect it, they don't get it fixed. That is the only problem. It's like electricity. Most Nigerians are ready to pay if the light can be constant.
This
You get the
private sector driven.
That is it. Private sector dispute. We saw what happened in the telecom system.
It's like the toll gate on the in our airports. I don't know what they're using the money for.
That is it.
The
You look at
roads
the
are
one at the airport,
bad.
the one at Ikeja now,
Yes.
connecting the international airport.
What are they
You
using
see
the
how
money
bad
for?
that area is?
So I told that gate.
The one
I
at
I
told
think
the
the people that collect these things,
they've increased it.
fan.
Fan now.
Yeah.
Fan.
Yes.
So
they've
First
increased
Oscar, we should look into that.
Yeah.
Fan.
Yeah,
That toll.
It's the Lagos state government under Ambode that fixed that road.
Yes.
And with street lights.
Yes.
So it's not even a
Even
federal
the overhead
government
bridge coming from,
it's not even a federal government initiative. So if you are putting a toll, then we must feel the impact. If you do the bypass to the international airport, the bypass, it's very bad.
I know that road. That you have church.
Yes. Yes.
We had those
Very
those
bad.
cars, those taxis used to park.
Yes.
Very
Bad
terrible.
road.
Very bad.
terrible.
Very bad.
And they
road.
collect toll on
And
that
they
gate.
collect money. They collect tolls at that particular point.
It's not good enough.
No, it's
All right. The journey of the administration of President